I thought I should put out another little update video on the GivEnergy situation because there have been some developments since my last video. So firstly, I have my end-to-end local control tutorial out now, which will talk you through setting up a Raspberry Pi to get it to control and monitor your GivEnergy inverters locally, and also show you how to set up remote access to the Raspberry Pi too. So if you're interested in trying that out, then I'll put a link to that down in the description. Secondly, and unfortunately, it appears that almost all of their staff have been let go. So amongst many other roles, that's the support staff that you would call if you had a problem. But it turns out that the GivEnergy umbrella of companies was structured in such a way that some parts of the business are less affected right now, namely GivEnergy Software Limited, and you might have received an email from them to tell you all about GivEnergy Premium. Now, GivEnergy Software Limited, which is importantly not GivEnergy Limited, announced a £4.99 a month premium subscription service starting from May this year. For that money, you'll get remote access to your system when you're away from home, historical energy data, some smart automation tools and API access. They will then use the money raised from those subscriptions to fund running the cloud services behind them, and also to support the free tier, because don't forget, there is still going to be a free tier. You'll still be able to use their official app to monitor and manage your inverters if you're on your own home network. They've also updated the app so as you can connect locally to your inverters without having to sign in. You just tap the offline mode option, enter your serial number and then let it connect. Now that feature only appears to be in the Android version at the moment. I couldn't see it in the iOS version at all, but that's probably on the way. I couldn't personally get it to work with either of my inverters though. It just threw up an error saying it couldn't find the inverters on my network. Hopefully that's just teething trouble with a new feature. So it's very important to understand here that the GivEnergy that supported your hardware and honoured your warranty is in administration. GivEnergy software are not responsible for warranties, they are not responsible for supporting your hardware problems, and they are not responsible for firmware updates for your hardware. All they are offering right now is a way to manage and monitor your equipment. For all intents and purposes, they are now just one of a number of options available to you. They are probably going to be the path of least resistance for a lot of customers, I imagine, for continuity reasons. Don't want to see any changes in how you use your GivEnergy kit? Just pay the subscription. But it's important you know that this is not the only option available to you, and paying just because you think this will keep the company going is probably misplaced logic. The company that you need to keep going, the one that supports your hardware, has kind of already gone. So your options are: do nothing. Use the free tier from GivEnergy to manage your inverter locally. Pay the subscription fee of £4.99 a month to GivEnergy software from May so as you can get remote access and some other extra features. Look at Home Assistant to control it all completely locally, but of course, if you are buying kit to do this, it could cost you £120 to £200 depending on what you get. You can do it cheaper of course, or reuse existing old computers if you want to. You could have a look at Predbat Cloud, who are planning to release a little gizmo that will let them control your inverters from their cloud systems. Predbat Cloud is also a subscription service. And there's also Energie Genie, who say that they can control your inverters using a local device and of course a subscription fee. So look, I'm not endorsing any of these options in particular. I'm just letting you know about the ones that I am aware of so as you can decide which one might be right for you. But I do also need to talk about the EV charger too. In the email from GivEnergy software, they have said that remote EV charger functionality will be included in the free tier, which is great for customers. But in that same email, they also usefully clarified how to set your charger up in case you are concerned about the servers going offline. In my last video, I suggested putting your charger in full manual mode by enabling plug and charge and then using the scheduling on your car if possible. But it turns out that plug and charge also requires the cloud to work for some reason, which I didn't realise. So the workaround is actually to create a schedule that runs all day, every day for 24 hours. So it's basically always trying to charge, and then using your car's built-in scheduling to limit that to when you actually want it to charge. So yeah, do it this way instead of the way that I said before. If you do want full local control, then some users are reporting success with GivTCP and Home Assistant. It's mixed success though. If you are already using GivTCP for other things, then there's no harm in giving that a try, and if it works for you reliably, then great. Someone has also managed to get the charger working using the industry standard OCPP protocol too, which is very promising for keeping the charger running long term. Getting this working does involve factory resetting your charger and installing a custom component in Home Assistant, so proceed at your own risk with this one. But the end result is a whole bunch of sensors, controls and services covering pretty much everything you'll ever need. If you are a local control purist, then this is probably the way to go. Anyway, that's it for now. I know it doesn't answer all of the questions that you have over hardware support and warranties. We're still waiting on the administrators to clarify that. But hopefully it does give you a bit of an update on everything we've learned since the notice of administration was first posted. As always, I have to thank my amazing channel members and patrons for supporting the channel. Check out the description for information on joining if you want early access to my videos and some bonus content too. I don't normally do topical news videos, it's normally smart home tutorials and gadgets, so if you're interested in that, then you can also subscribe to the channel for free. Thank you for watching, goodbye.